Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Here are some questions on the topic how to identify the avoid toxic positively. Uh, on this topic, we discuss with ChatGPT maximum 10 minutes. So let's start. Hi, ChatGPT, how are you?
Hey there, I'm doing really well. Thank you. I hope you're doing great too. How's everything going on your end?
ChatGPT, I have the topic the how to identify the avoid toxic positively. I have some question on this topic. We discuss on this topic. Now my first question is, what does the term toxic positivity mean to you?
That's a really interesting topic. So, toxic positivity basically refers to the excessive or forced focus on positive thinking while dismissing or ignoring genuine negative emotions. It's essentially the idea that people are encouraged to maintain a positive outlook at all times, even when it might not be healthy or appropriate. So, it can actually invalidate real feelings and make people feel guilty for experiencing normal struggles.
Okay. My next question, you how is toxic positivity different from a healthy optimism?
Great question. Healthy optimism is all about maintaining a positive outlook while still acknowledging and validating real emotions and challenges. It means staying hopeful, but also being realistic and compassionate about difficulties. On the other hand, toxic positivity dismisses or ignores those negative emotions, forcing a constant positive facade and often leading to feelings of guilt or invalidation. So the key difference is that healthy optimism embraces both the positive and the negative, whereas toxic positivity only focuses on the positive.
Okay. Why can consistent positivity sometimes be harmful?
Yeah, definitely. Consistent positivity can be harmful because it can invalidate genuine feelings and create pressure to always appear happy or fine. Then it can lead people to suppress their true emotions, which might cause increased stress, anxiety, or even feelings of isolation. It can also prevent people from seeking the support they need or from addressing underlying issues. Ultimately, it can hinder emotional growth and genuine healing.
Okay. What are some common phrases that reflect toxic positivity?
Absolutely. Some common phrases might include things like just stay positive, or it could be worse, or good vibes only. Other examples could be don't worry, be happy, or just look on the bright side. While these phrases might come from a good place, they can sometimes minimize or dismiss genuine struggles, which can contribute to that toxic positivity.
Okay. How can ignoring negative emotions affect mental health?
Ignoring negative emotions can definitely have a significant impact. Over time, it can lead to increased stress, anxiety, or even depression because those feelings get bottled up and aren't processed. It can also lead to emotional fatigue, lower resilience, and even strained relationships because unaddressed emotions can come out in other ways. Ultimately, acknowledging and processing those negative emotions is crucial for overall mental well-being.
Okay. Why is it important to validate your own and others' feelings?
Validating feelings is really important because it helps people feel seen, heard, and understood, which is crucial for emotional well being and trust. When we validate our own feelings, it allows us to accept and process them in a healthy way. And when we validate others' feelings, it fosters empathy, deeper connections, and a supportive environment. Ultimately, validation helps in building emotional resilience and promoting mental health for everyone involved.
Okay. How can social media contribute to the culture of toxic positivity?
Yeah, social media definitely plays a role. Often it promotes curated versions of life, showcasing only the highlights and the positive moments, which can treat unrealistic expectations. This can pressure people to always appear happy and put together, and it can sometimes lead to the dismissal of real complex emotions. Additionally, the constant exposure to overly positive content can sometimes invalidate people's struggles and make them feel isolated if they're dealing with difficulties. So it definitely contributes to that culture of toxic positivity.
Okay. What are some signs that someone is practicing toxic positivity?
Yeah, definitely. Some signs include things like dismissing or minimizing someone's struggles by saying things like, just stay positive or it could be worse, and also avoiding any discussion of negative emotions altogether. Another sign is putting pressure on others to always appear happy or to hide their true feelings. You might also notice that they tend to offer overly simplistic solutions to complex problems, or they discourage expressing any form of sadness or frustration. All of these can be indicators.
Okay. How can we support others without minimizing their struggles?
That's such an important point. One way is to practice active listening, really focusing on what the person is saying without jumping to solutions or judgments. It also helps to acknowledge their feelings and validate their experience, letting them know that it's okay to feel what they're feeling. Offering empathy and patience and being present for them is really key. And sometimes just being there and acknowledging their pain can be the most supportive thing we can do.
Okay. What role does emotional honesty play in overcoming toxic positivity?
Emotional honesty is absolutely central. When we're honest about our feelings, it helps break down that facade of constant positivity and allows us to truly process and understand our emotions. This honesty creates a more authentic environment where people feel safe to express themselves fully. It also encourages deeper connections and empathy, and it helps us to address underlying issues rather than just glossing over them. Ultimately, it's the foundation for genuine healing and growth.
Okay. How can workplaces or schools promote genius well-being instead of forced positivity?
That's a great point. Workplaces and schools can really foster genuine well being by encouraging open communication and creating a culture where all emotions are acknowledged and respected. That can include things like providing mental health resources, offering supportive counseling services, and promoting work life balance. It also helps to create environments where people feel safe to express their challenges without judgment, celebrating realistic achievements, encouraging empathy, and normalizing discussions about mental health can go a long way in promoting genuine well being.
Okay. How can self-compassion help balance optimism with realism?
Self compassion really helps by allowing us to be kind to ourselves, even when we're facing challenges or setbacks. It helps us acknowledge our struggles without judgment and encourages a balanced perspective. This means we can maintain optimism while also being realistic about our circumstances. When we're self compassionate, we're more likely to accept our emotions, learn from our experiences, and stay motivated without being overly critical. It's really that blend of kindness and realism that makes all the difference.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ChatGPT. uh, for meaningful answer. So, Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm glad we could chat. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Looking forward to our next conversation.